Throughout the years, an estimated amount of 15,780 adolescents ages 0 through 19 are diagnosed with a form of cancer. Although it is rare in children, 1,900 children will die per year from cancer. The most common forms of cancer in children and adolescents are leukemia, brain cancer, lymphoma, rhabdomyosarcoma, neuroblastoma, Wilms tumors, bone cancer, and gonadal germ cell tumors. Although blood disorders are more common through children than cancer, there are both major problems in the country. Sickle cell disease, anemia, and hemophilia affect millions throughout the United States. These are problems that need to be stopped immediately. The Midwest Athletes Against Childhood Cancer, or Macc Fund, was created in 1976 to fund childhood cancer and blood disorder research. The Macc Fund has raised over $57 million to help fund research since 1976. Since the foundation has been made, survival rates for all types of childhood cancer and blood disorders has went from 20% to 80%. 25% of the annual income comes from individual or corporate donations. The other 75% of donations comes from special events. One athlete that I admire, Aaron Rodgers, has been a huge part of the Macc Fund since 2010. He is one of my favorite quarterbacks, and he plays for my favorite football team, the Green Bay Packers. He says he wants to have an impact in the community. He has been doing multiple charity events with the Macc Fund, from an evening with Aaron Rodgers to actually getting to know the kids who suffer from these life-changing diseases. Aaron was able to get to know a young kid with leukemia when I was in junior college, and he had a big impact on me. Learning about the stuff he had to go through, weekly checkups, and getting his blood drawn, and chemotherapy. This really moved him, and that's why he does all of the work he does. Another athlete that I aspire to is James Conner. James Conner was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma during his sophomore season at Pitt. Though being diagnosed with this horrible cancer, he still practiced and he still worked hard to obtain his goals, though having the chemotherapy sometimes the next day. When he was cancer free, he worked even harder to obtain his goals, which were to score touchdowns and win games for Pitt. With your donations and your help, you can help that number of 1,900 deaths per year go down to zero, because every life matters, cancer free or not.